Hey guys, Nika coming at you with another weekly garden update. Today's June 24th. It's a couple of days after the solstice, and the gardens are going to just start growing so fast now that the solstice is over, and we're going to produce a lot of fruit. This is an exciting time for gardening. So I want to welcome you to my channel. Welcome back to all my subscribers. Welcome to my new viewers. Thank you for coming to my channel. Let's get started on this weekly garden update. See guys, I finally took the weed whacker and cleaned up these little loose ends, and it looks just so much better. I just love it. So many things are changing in the garden. I'm getting a lot of fruits. I'm getting some green beans here. I'm getting peas. We're gonna have to do a lot of cooking videos. I'm getting celery seed. I'm gonna have to trim a lot of plants because the cool weather plants are seeding up now. And so we're gonna have to do some pruning and some clipping. So we'll be doing some seed harvesting. Probably around August, we'll start planting some more cool weather plants. Like this is kale. And look guys, the chives are seeding. They made some really pretty purple flowers, but now they're seeding up. I don't plant chives, they come back every year. I'm going to clip them down and get these flowers off of them so that we can get more chives. The seeding has completed, and look how stiff these are. You can't bite through those. I wouldn't cook with these. These little ones here, these are good ones. So what we're going to do is clip this plant down all the way down, and then I'm just going to throw this and use it for compost. By next week, they'll be up. They might even be up before then. And there are a few little ones here that you can use for cooking or on your baked potatoes, garnishing. But we need to get this clipped down and let it get started again. This is such a hardy plant. It's not a problem. It comes back every year, even more. It produces more and more every year. I have 3 pots of it. And so that's what we did. And watch, it'll come back. It's not going to be a problem. It'll be tasty when it comes back. This is a cold weather plant. It usually goes dormant around December, and then it comes back in like February. So there's a couple of months in the winter time that you don't have any chives, but it grows like a weed. Little maintenance, very little maintenance. Okay guys, so that's chives. This is some arugula, and look, it's seeding up. So we'll be grabbing some of that seed, and then we'll replant these probably in August. I purchased this plant. It's called a Veronica plant, and it's supposed to be edible. So we're gonna do some cooking with this plant as soon as it gets a little more mature. And I have trouble growing parsley. I've tried this in 3 containers, and it just stays the same size. It's seeding up right now. It must be a cool weather plant, but it's seeding right now. And no more strawberries. All the strawberries are gone. It's too hot for them. So that was fun though. I ate a lot of those. They were very good, but they're gone now. Season for strawberries is over. All of my tomatoes are doing really well. I have some tomatoes on here, on this tomato plant. This one's doing fantastic, but they're all doing really pretty good. So guys, this is a lemon boy tomato plant, and it hasn't been doing very good. So I decided to put it in this container here. A plastic container. It was in a wood container, in this container right here. So I decided just to take it out of there because it just was not doing anything. It looked like it really liked being transplanted. So that was a good decision. But I'll keep you posted on that. We'll see if it truly was a good decision or not. These plastic tubs, I bought some more and I'm going to transplant a few more of my plants today or tonight. So do planting at night. That way they have time to adapt to their new environment. It usually does pretty good. So yeah, I have lots of tomatoes and they're doing good. I think these are marigolds. They look like marigolds to me. We'll see. If they are, then I'll leave those and then I won't have to plant marigolds again because they come up all over the yard. So we'll have to see what those actually are. This is celery. And I had celery in this spot and some of the seed fell out. Look, it's just growing wild. It's volunteered itself to this spot. Isn't that cool? Celery is so easy to grow. It looks like it likes it there. We'll leave it alone. So guys, here's my celery. Lots of celery seeds. I am gonna harvest those because I have recipes that do require celery seed. This is a good thing to cook with. So we're just gonna let those continue to flower, and then when they get brown, we will harvest them. But it's not done yet. It's really pretty though. And then I transplanted these green beans in this tub. I don't know if that was a good idea because it kind of made them stop growing and producing. But actually these purple ones, they're doing better. So I don't know. It just seems like it's confused. We'll check that next week, see if we get any progress from that. I do have some snow peas, and I've been cooking with these. These are so good. Just yummy. So good. And then this one just is regular peas. And I'm thinking I'm going to transplant this one, but I don't know. I'm hoping they'll grow across this fence, but I might be wishing too much. Okay guys, so I moved my squash over here, and it's still, this might be a cool weather plant because it's not really flourishing yet, but it does like this spot. It seems to be doing a little better, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. And then I have all of the cilantro seeding up, but it's not done yet. I like to wait until the seeds turn brown and they're still really green yet. So we're gonna wait until those turn brown, and then we'll gather the seeds, and then we'll find a container to put those in. I'm gonna start a container of just nothing but cilantro, probably one of those big black tubs. I'm gonna put them in there. And this lettuce is seeding up. Look at that. So I'm just letting it do its thing. I'm picking some of the lettuce off and making salads, but we'll probably end up replanting some of it. It's all year round, but it does act like a cool weather plant because it's seeding up right now at the solstice. Lots of seeds there. Guys, here's my orange peppers. I have some orange bell peppers. I planted these about 2 weeks ago, and they're doing okay. They usually do better closer to the fall. We'll get more. We'll probably start getting fruit late August, early September. We'll do some cooking videos with those. I love cooking with peppers. So guys, here's another Veronica plant. And I think I'm gonna have to put some diatomaceous dirt on this one because it has some holes in these leaves. I'm so excited about this plant. It's supposed to be edible. It looks like a broccoli plant of some type from that variation. I might have to put it in a bigger pot. That's what I'm thinking. Because it actually likes this spot and it's really doing very well. And I put diatomaceous dirt on, in this pot because I have marigolds in here and it didn't help. I'm still getting a lot of holes in my leaves. So I'm thinking I might use a combination when I grow broccoli of marigolds and the diatomaceous dirt. And my spinach is actually doing pretty good. It's actually making new growth. So I think it needed a plastic tub. I'm so mad that I've been growing in wood. I grew in wood last year and the last couple of years. But look at my okra. And it's getting okra. So we'll be cooking with that here shortly. Look at that, isn't that wonderful? These plastic tubs, I'm telling you. And I have a lot of onion growing. I have a lot of onion in here. And they're coming up pretty good. They also like the plastic tubs. See guys, I planted this basil plant yesterday and it's already flourishing. It didn't look that good when I put it in there. So we're gonna have 2 basil plants. I like to plant them in succession. So while this one's starting to grow big and tall, then I can pick this other one. It's my other basil plant. See, I've been using a lot of these leaves. And look at how it's gonna get more leaves in there. You can just see it. They're starting to sprout in the middle of that branch there. I love basil. It smells so good. Just touching it and smelling your hands makes you hungry. I might get 3 plants this season. These all came out of my indoor garden. I grow basil in my indoor garden and then I plant it outside. I have a video that shows how to do that. I'll link that in the description box below. Just how to keep basil going. You never have to buy seed or plant it from seed. It just keeps coming back and it grows really nice. It's not hard to grow at all. Guys, this is my asparagus and it is really growing. It looks like grass. That's what my son said, asparagus is grass. I believe them. There is no asparagus in there, but I'm just gonna let things go. See, nothing in there. I'm just gonna let this go and seed up and just flourish. And hopefully we'll get a lot of asparagus next year. We might get some in the fall, but I don't know if that'll happen. Also my blueberries, they're doing good. This thing's growing. It's getting taller. There are some blueberries, but they're not ready yet. So I don't know what's going on with that. But it is getting taller. My raspberry plant is not doing as good as it has been. There are some raspberries in there, but it's starting to get past the season and we're not getting as many. But a lot of them are turning really, they're just drying up. There's a few on here, but this seems like it's the end of the season for the raspberries. So it's a pretty big plant though. And these leaves are turning brown and these ones are turning green. So I don't know what's going on with this. I think it's the end of the vines are turning green and they're starting to get bigger. I'm just winding all of this in some tomato cages. I didn't know what else to do with it. I really didn't want this growing on the ground. So I'm just winding it up in some tomato cages. It seems to be doing pretty good that way. And then I have my, these are cucumbers. And I have a lot of flowers in there, look. There's a lot of flowers in there. This is a different type of cucumber, different kinds of flowers. And it looks like some cucumbers are starting to form right there, see? We better keep an eye on it. I don't want any of them to mature because that'll stop the growth of the plant. And again, I'm just leaving these ones in this wood container. I might end up transplanting them over here. We're gonna plant some seeds next week because this is a succession plant and you wanna keep new growth in here all the time. Because some of these will mature and then they'll stop producing. But if we plant some more seeds, then we'll always have some until the frost comes. And then I have some, this is some sweet mint. And I've been using this for cooking also. I made some spring rolls a couple of days ago, but we'll find more things to do. If not, I'll just make tea out of it because I love mint tea. And it's so healthy for you, especially for your kidneys. It's a very holistic tea, herbal tea, and it's organic since I don't put any, spray anything on my plants. I tried neem oil. The best thing, sometimes I'll use the diatomaceous dirt, but it's food grade. That seems to work really well if you have pests, but mint doesn't need to be sprayed. It kind of is a very robust plant. It's very, it's almost like a weed, and it just grows really well. Look, I got a sunflower volunteering there. Might end up pulling that and putting it over with my sunflowers. I have my sunflowers over here, and I tried to transplant 2 of them and they didn't work out. Poor things. They kind of went into shock. But I have quite a few sunflowers growing here. And they're doing really good. Most of these are volunteer. I did plant some seeds, so we might get some pretty ones this year. We'll have to wait till they flower to see. This is my stretching spot right here. I stretch here in the morning, and look, it's starting to get grass. I took a pickaxe and dug up this whole little area because there was nothing but rock like over here, and you can't stretch on that. So I made this so it's smooth and I can stretch. I have a little place for my coffee in the morning. Put my cup on that rock. There's another little spot over here that I made with dirt. So this is a shady spot in the morning and it's so serene, and this tree right here attracts hummingbirds. So this is my yard, guys. I finally cleaned it up. It looks good. Okay, guys, so that's my weekly garden update. I want to thank you for joining me, and thank you for your time. We'll see you on the next video, guys. It's June 24th. You guys have a wonderful evening. Bye.